Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. My name's Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide for today's guided meditation. And our theme today, which is Monday, February 2nd, is We See What We Believe. Just a quick note, January's theme was humility. The theme for February is right view. Some people call it right understanding, and this is part of the Eightfold Path. On Friday, the audio failed to record. My apologies for that. I hope that it is recording now, but I won't know unless somebody comes on and shoots me a note to tell me one way or the other. We'd encourage people to please check out the description boxes, especially for Friday the 16th of January and Monday the 19th. They have a bibliography about passage meditation, which is something we do in here. And it's a way of studying spiritual content. Tomorrow, probably, the closed caption version will be available. That comes with a transcript. And when you come in, if you could shoot us a note, we'd appreciate it. And thank you very much, Glenn. We have sound. Hallelujah. Can I get an amen? All right. The reason that we do guided meditation is so that people who participate will get enough practice, maybe develop enough motivation to try meditation on your own bat in your own home or your own garden. And it doesn't have to be for a long period of time. You can start with 5 or 10 minutes and flex up as you become more proficient with it. And we are happy to see you here. Want to give a shout out to some people who have been very supportive and who we really appreciate. Glenn is one. Brian, Mike, would like to say thank you to you guys. Ediko, Sam, and Mitsuko, and Mrs. Dhamma, and I appreciate it very much. And thanks for coming. If you enjoy this video, please give us a like, a comment, share with others, or consider giving us a super thanks. And with that, let's on my mark. Please find yourself in a quiet spot, spine straight, shoulders back. Lower your chin towards your chest. Let your hands rest in your lap or on your thighs. Close your eyes and your mouth gently. And imagine a ball of white light, an inch or two, 3 to 5 centimeters beneath your nostrils. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just smooth, comfortable, natural breaths for you. Don't worry about how fast or how deeply you are breathing. Just comfortable for you as you breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. The first part of our practice is samatha or serenity. We focus, we get into the groove. That's what we're doing now. And about halfway through, we'll move to panya or wisdom. When outside thoughts intrude, which they will do, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose. Watch it go down past my heart to my stomach and back out the same way. Now on Mondays, we prepare for the coming week. And we always begin with the Dhammapada, verses 1 and 2. 1. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness will follow one as surely as one's never departing shadow. So we are taught in the Dhammapada that our thoughts lead to our moods, delusions, and obsessions. And this is why we meditate. We don't meditate to get something. We meditate to let things go. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. And if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life just the way it is, we find complete serenity. So as we meditate, we see our thoughts, we look at them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. Non-attachment is a choice. Now I need to say something about the human condition. Our human lives consist of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates. And they are our body, our feelings, our memories and perceptions, our thoughts, and our consciousness. And they are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We are taught that they are like a lump of molten lead. We cannot touch it on the top. We cannot touch it on the sides or the bottom. There's no place we can touch the khandhas without burning ourselves very badly. So we look at them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. Please join me in a thought experiment. In your mind's eye, raise up and look down on your mind, on your skull, and on the right you will see your monkey mind. And it is flitting from one thing to the next. It's changing colors from pink to blue to white to red to black. It's never stable, never steady, always busy. And on the left, we see our thoughts. And our thoughts are like self-licking ice cream cones. They are just very busy giving themselves something to do. They suck up to our monkey mind. So if our mind is distracted, then our thoughts beat pots and pans to make us more distracted. If we're feeling okay, it tries to make us feel giddy. If we're feeling depressed, it makes us suicidal. It doesn't mean anything by it. It's just busy. And those thoughts and our moods are also impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. Look at them, See them for what they are and let them go. As meditators, we have three duties. First, our first duty is mindfulness. In this group, we focus on the ball of light. We listen to the Dhamma talk, not to become attached to the Dhamma talk, but to let the words seep into our consciousness. Our second duty is collectedness or concentration. When outside thoughts intrude, which they will do, we gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as it goes in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. And our third duty is contentment. We have a responsibility to be content now. We are either content now or we are not content. We can't be content on Thursday or last week or the day after tomorrow. The way we are right now is the way we are. If we are at peace now, we are peaceful people. If we are angry, distracted, fearful people now, then we are angry, distracted, fearful people. Let it go. So, in a word, if we are mindful, collected, and content, in a word, you could say peaceful. And if we can achieve some serenity, some peace right now, just for a few seconds during this meditation, then we can expand that and we can be peaceful for a number of minutes after today's meditation. We focus and we watch the light and we brush aside outside thoughts. And shazam, we look up and it's been 3 hours and we go, holy cow, I haven't had an angry, resentful, fearful thought for 3 hours. How did that happen? Well, how indeed? This is the purpose of our meditation. Now, last Monday, we looked at the mangy jackal, and I would encourage you to go back and listen to that story. It's a great story. Today, we're going to take a look at our perceptions. We don't believe what we see what we believe. So let's believe in good things. And here are 4 tips for the coming week. How can we be peaceful? How can we be calm this week? We have 4 suggestions. They're just suggestions. 1, let's be impeccable in our speech. Let's say what we mean what we say, but don't say it mean. It's very difficult to take back words that are spoken in haste or in anger. So let's be impeccable in our speech. Second, don't assume. I don't know about you, but I'm a lousy mind reader. When I assume, I make an ass of you and me. So don't try to read minds. Our third suggestion is Q-tip. Quit taking it personally. Whatever else the universe is doing, it doesn't have time to mess up our life. It's got enough on its plate already. And our last suggestion is let's do our best. Let's give other people the benefit of the doubt. Let's relax into life instead of trying to run it. We are not the general manager of the universe, after all. Now, as we move into Panya, we would encourage you to listen, but only if you can remain detached. Look at this stuff with cool eyes. And if you get hooked, brush it aside and go back to following your breath. There's a guy out in Western Australia named Ajahn Brahm. Actually, his real name is Brahmavamso, but out in Western Australia, he calls himself Brahm, probably because it's easier to wrap our English-speaking tongues around it. Here's what he has to say about this. The practice of virtue, meaning getting hold of the mind which is being defiled by habitual patterns of unskillful reactions. The reactions of a crazy person, the reactions of a person who just cannot see. The mind is covered up with grease and dust, so it cannot see its own welfare. The practice of virtue is the first shining and cleaning up of the mind, wiping away the accumulated dust and grime of many lifetimes. So Ajahn Brahm is advising us to observe sila, that's the ethical conduct stream within the Eightfold Path. And the reason for that is if we act ethically and we are not living a double life, then and only then can we sit in meditation. If we sit in meditation as we are today, then wisdom will arise. The wisdom will inform our practice, which results in more ethical behavior. So it's a system. He goes on, and this includes a threat and a lifeline. Ajahn Brahm again. The Buddha not only encouraged faith using the metaphoric carrot, the encouragement, incitement, and reassurance that this is a path which produces fruit. He also used the stick. The stick is just reflecting and wisely seeing the consequences of going the wrong way into the realm of craving and desire, of disappointment and frustration. Now that's the threat. Now comes the lifeline. That is enough of a stick because it gives a sense of wholesome fear, which in Pali is ottappa. The fear of consequences of not continuing to make an effort, not continuing to walk this path, and not continuing to progress as far as your ability allows. So we must remember that our senses are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. And our senses, our things that we crave to see, hear, smell, touch, and taste, those senses are also impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. When we crave those things, we suffer. If we want to stop suffering, we have to stop craving. The Bhagavad Gita, in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, Lord Sri Krishna told Arjuna, this is verses 38 to 41. I'm going to say it slowly because it's a slow message, man. Knowledge is hidden by selfish desire, by an unquenchable fire for self-satisfaction. Selfish desire is found in the senses, mind, and intellect, misleading and burying our understanding in delusion. Control your senses. Conquer your enemy, the destroyer of knowledge and realization. So, he's saying the same thing, only different. What causes our delusions? Sights, sounds, smells, tastes, tactile sensations, and thinking lead us astray. The good idea fairy has been the purveyor of fatal conceits for millennia. This is nothing new. We need to act without ego involvement and without getting entangled in whether we get our own way. We do the right thing, and God steers us. God can be whatever you want it to be. Good orderly direction for Buddhists. Grace over drama, perhaps, for agnostics with trust issues. It could be Uncle Gus, great universal spirit. But we sit in the front of the boat and we row, and we row, and we row. And God, or GUS, sits in the back and steers us to the safe harbor where we belong. Division of labor, pure and simple. So how do we do all of this? We have found that the best guard against a toxic attitude during our week is to always be mindful of the divine spark in others. When we are speaking with someone, we need to act as if we were talking with God, because that's exactly who we are talking with. Let's act accordingly. So this week, as you go through your week, if you find yourself restless, irritable, or discontent, please take a breath, step into the next room, close the door, put your earphones in, sit down. Imagine a ball of white light an inch or two below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, Garrison. Not sure who you are, but you're very welcome. We're happy to have you here. Y'all come back now here. If you enjoyed this, please give us a message or a thumbs up or a super thanks or whatever. We're happy to see that. We'll come back. Our next meditation will be Friday, February 6th at 3:45 p.m. Japan time. If you're already here, then you know how to get here. If you're listening to this afterwards, after it's posted, then you can go to the February 2nd episode on Daily Dhamma, and there are 3 steps that are to get into this live stream when it's happening. Thanks to the guy that posted that. We won't embarrass you by putting your name on the interweb. We will, again, say thanks to Glenn and Brian and Mike and Ediko and Sam and Mitsuko. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it very much. And have a great week. Namaste.